Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the PAC, campus of Deer Creek High School. And for the boys game, once again, welcome Edmond Memorial Bulldogs. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups. First for Edmond Memorial. Starting at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 1, Cameron Graves. At forward, a 6'4" senior, number 10, Beckham King. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 13, C.J. Campbell. At forward, a 6'5" junior, number 15, Jacob Theonet. And at guard, a 6'4" junior, number 23, Drew Tennille. The head coach is Shane Coward. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your Deer Creek Antlers. Starting at guard, a junior, number 1, Zach Trethaway. At guard, a senior, number 2, Kellen Ferguson. At guard, a junior, number 21, Miles Slater. At forward, a senior, number 23, Nick White. And at forward, a sophomore, number 22, Jalen Todd. The head coach is Mike Donnelly. Assistants are Jeremy Gregston, Jacob Cortizio, and Luke Johns.
And we're back for the second game of our doubleheader. Edmond Memorial Bulldogs here visiting the PAC Center for the second time. They came and participated in the Bruce Gray Invitational Tournament just a few weeks ago. And it's the third time that Memorial and Deer Creek have faced off. Last 2 times have been in tournaments. The McGinnis tournament, where Memorial won in double overtime, and then in the Bruce Gray Classic, where Memorial won by 10, I believe, 10 or 11. So Deer Creek wins the tip, and Slater's going to take the basketball across, gets over to Ferguson. Edmond Memorial's running their zone defense. Maybe one of the better defenses you'll see in Class 6A is Edmond Memorial's. Nick White gets off on a great start as he hits 3. Tennille pulls up on the left wing, and he can't get it. Jalen Todd with the rebound. He pulls, and here comes the Antlers down the right side. White hit his first three-pointer. It's good to see him get that shot off at the very beginning and get one to go down. Bulldogs in the 3-2 drop zone that they run so well. Jalen Todd getting the start. Baron Hopgood still hobbled a little bit by that ankle injury. He'll play a lot tonight. He's just not starting. Ferguson wide open on the right side. He can't get it to go. King with the rebound, kicks it over to Tennille. Tennille finds Graves on the far left side. Graves goes back to Tennille. Tennille back to Campbell, who is a first-time starter here. Graves with the basketball, gets a ball screen from Shonett. Tennille comes off that curl, gets it down to Shonett, who loses control, and Zach Trethaway there for the steal and the pickup. He kicks it over to Slater. On the walk-up is White. White goes strong. King was there for the charge, didn't get the call. Back to White. Fast-paced start, but only 3 points on the board so far. 3-0 Deer Creek off of Nick White's three-pointer. Ferguson and Trethaway cut through. Slater open at the point. There's Todd again. Great rebound. Couldn't get it to fall. Shonett with the rebound. Finds Graves over on the left side, who kicks it up to Tennille. Tennille hits Graves at the point. And they reset. Slater all over Graves. Has the count. Can't get it to 5, though. King on the right side gets it to Shonett, who makes a nice cut. Diagonal cut through the lane. Shonett finds Tennille on the right sideline. Graves with the ball pulls up and hits the jumper. Cam Graves puts the Bulldogs on the board. It's 3-2 Deer Creek. 5:25 to go. Coach Coward over at the on the Bulldog bench, he's going to want to make this as ugly as possible, grind this thing down into a defensive fight because he knows his defense is the best around. And we're going to have a charge. That's King's second that he's taken. It's the only one that it's the first one they've called, though. He took another one just like that a few minutes ago, and there was a no call. So Memorial has the basketball, down one with 5 minutes to go, just a little over 5 minutes. King reverses the basketball to Campbell. Shonett comes out, pins down for King, who's a good shooter from the three-pointer. Shonett posts up. He goes up strong, and he's fouled. So Jake Shonett will go to the free throw line. Fouls on Nick White, his first. He's been at home, he's been getting in foul trouble a little bit. So hopefully that's not a sign of things to come here. Shonett misses the first. The junior forward makes the second. We have a tie game at 3-all with just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Deer Creek looking to overload a side. Trethewey inside open. And a double dribble is called. Well, hopefully this crew does a little better than they did in the girls' game. I'm just going to say that, and that's enough. But that didn't look like that's the case. King gets this ball screen for Tennille. Tennille's looking for an opening. Can't find it. Shonett wide open, but was flat-footed, not ready to shoot. Back to Tennille, and Tennille puts it in on a dunk. Nice pass from Jake Shonett. Jake didn't realize he was that open when he got the ball in the lane, and he managed to find the pass down to Graves with the steal. Ball inbounded. Here comes Graves on the handoff. Finds Tennille on the curl. Tennille goes up and he's going to be fouled. He'll shoot two. So Tennille will take two shots here. Try to extend Bulldog lead. He misses the first. So far, all the points have come off of Nick White's 1 3-pointer at the very start of the game, and no points since then. Tennille gets the second. White with the basketball back to Slater at the point. And looking at the elbow, trying to see if they can get the ball in. Nick slides down to the corner, finds Trethewey in the other corner, and Zach hits a big three from the left corner and is tied up 6-all, 3:12 to go in the first quarter. King sets the ball screen for Tennille. Tennille looking for Graves coming off the screen from King. Nice cut by King, and Shonett finds him. Doesn't get the shot off in time. Shonett looks to go up. Graves puts the ball into King. Nice slip by Jake Shonett. He was open. Tennille take the jumper. He misses. Rebound Trethewey. 6-6, 2:40 to go. In a low-scoring but fast-paced first quarter, Tennille gets the ball on the steal. Graves goes up, finds Campbell on the left side, and C.J. Campbell gets his first 2 points of the game, and it's 8-6. Edmond Memorial. Parker Clarida and Daniel Cavicula getting set to check in for the Bulldogs. Ferguson finds Slater over on the left wing. Back out to Nick White. Ferguson with the basketball. Trethewey again, shot fakes. Gets Shonett off the ground, misses. White for the rebound. White goes up strong. And Cam Graves does a good job of not fouling there. He had no chance. He backs up, and White gets the 2 points. 8 all, minute 45. Coach Coward calls a play from the sideline. Tennille with the shot, can't get it to go. So it knocked out of bounds off of Deer Creek. Clarida and Cavicula come in for the Bulldogs. Todd will have a seat for the Antlers as Baron Hopgood comes in. Hopgood, whose left ankle has been giving him fits the last couple of games. Didn't even play against Southmore. So Hopgood in the game, he's a scorer. Tennille misses again. Trethewey with the basketball, looking up the floor. He finds Slater. Slater kicks it over to Nick. Back to Hopgood, back over to Kellen. Or Kendall, my bad. Nice move by Miles. Doesn't get the ball to go in. And Tennille will take the ball down the right slot. He runs into all sorts of contact, tries to get the ball to go in. Can't do it, he can't score. Rebound Miles over to Zach. Zach brings it down the right side, left side, excuse me. Nick White open, can't get it. There's Hopgood. That ankle looks good to me. Great shot and rebound by Baron Hopgood. And Deer Creek takes the lead with less than a minute to go. A great rebound by Baron Hopgood. He just soared for that. Shonett for three. Can't get it. There's Cavicula. He can't get it to go in. Tennille tries to get it to go, and he's fouled. So Tennille will shoot another 2 shots. Hopgood called for the foul on that one. Drew Tennille will take another 2 with 19.9 seconds. And Tennille makes the first. Tennille, the junior, has been playing varsity basketball since he's a freshman. He's got a lot of potential, a lot of talent, and he makes the second. And Coach Coward depends a lot on the lanky junior. Graves gets his hand on that one, knocks it out of bounds. Memorial switching up their defenses. Coach Coward doing a great job of working the defensive sets over there. One thing that the Bulldogs do well is run their defense, but that'll be the end of the first quarter, and we are all knotted up at 10. We're going to take a quick break. This is Deer Creek basketball brought to you by Antler Vision. And we're set for second quarter action. Super Bowl fact here, first one for the boys game. Phil Simms, there's that name again, completed 22 of 25 passes in Super Bowl 21 to set the record for highest completion percentage. There you go, Phil, good job. And the Giants did win that game, by the way. So Tennille's gonna take the basketball at the point. He gets the ball over to Clarida. And they feed Cavicula inside. Cavicula had a great first half against the Antlers last time they played. Great pass by Jake Shonett. Great pass by Jake Shonett. Cam Graves managed to get that ball to go in. So Cam Graves he's grinning because he doesn't know how that ball went in, and I don't either, but he's going to take his free throw here. That's 5 fouls on the Antlers, none for the Bulldogs. 12-10, Edmond Memorial leading. Cavicula with the basketball. Sorry, that's Nick White. They have the same hairdo. Slater over to Trethewey. Trethewey in the deep left corner. Swings it back over to Slater. Slater back to Trethewey, who is wide open. Finds Stephen Payne, the junior from Edmond Memorial, who transferred. Nick can't get that one to fall. Here comes Tennille. Hopgood slows him down. Shonett looks. Shonett makes another nice pass into Cavicula. Can't get that one to go. Rebound, Stephen Payne. Still no fouls called on Edmond Memorial. Nick White hits his second three of the game. That's a good sign. We're up 13-12. 6:50 to go in the first half. Great defense by Miles Slater, not letting Cam Graves get the basketball. Cavicula reverses it to Clarida. Clarida finds Graves this time. Here comes Tennille looking to curl. Hopgood all over him. Great defense by Barron. And we have an offensive foul on number 11, Parker Clarida, the illegal screen. Jalen Todd back in the game for the Antlers. Memorial back into 3-2. Going to get some point production inside for you to be able to consistently do something against Memorial's defense. Hopgood hits the three. Cavicula makes quick work of Stephen Payne. It's 16-14 Deer Creek. Coach Coward wanted a charge on that last possession, didn't get it. Hopgood throws it right to Clarida. Here comes Tennille, fast break. And he goes up strong, and he dunks the second dunk of the game. Both his field goals have been off dunks, and it's 16-16. Defense is energized down here on the Bulldog side of the floor. Hopgood takes another three, and he hits. Hopgood has hit his second straight three. And finally at home, it looks like the good guys are finding their range from outside. They have really struggled in just about every game we've called here at Antler Vision to get the ball to go down from outside. And that's the main reason why they've struggled here at home this year. But tonight, we've got 4 threes already. Clarida goes up. He can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Graves. Graves goes up, finds Cavicula, and Daniel Cavicula hits his 4th point of the game. Good hustle by the Bulldogs there on the rebounding. Beckham King looking to check in for the Bulldogs, as is C.J. Campbell. Hopgood finds Todd inside. He won't take the shot. He was wide open. Probably should have taken it. So Hopgood he'll go straight to the basket, and nobody can stop Mr. Hopgood right now. And Coach Coward calls timeouts. Hopgood responsible for the last 8 points for the Antlers, 2 threes and a 2. And Deer Creek leads 21-18 with 4:16 to go. We're going to take a quick timeout here. It's Deer Creek basketball brought to you by Antler Vision. We're back coming in off a timeout with Edmond Memorial. Good signs for the Antlers as Nick White has 8 points and Barron Hopgood has 10. It's good to see those two guys both on track at the same time. Campbell with the basketball on the right side finds Clarida wide open at the point. The shot won't go. Hopgood with the rebound thanks to Nick White's tip. So Trethewey pushes the ball up the floor, finds White. White goes back to Trethewey. Trethewey looks to penetrate, can't find it. Can't find the gap he's looking for. Payne with the basketball. Great pass in, it can't be handled. Clarida got his hand on that basketball. Campbell down the right side. Cavicula reverses it to Tennille. Tennille goes strong, and he scores again. Tennille has 9 points. He leads the Bulldogs. Hopgood with 10. He leads the Antlers to lead all scores. They got to get something out of Todd down there. He's open. They're not looking at him. White again. Todd almost gets the rebound. The King comes down with it. Here comes Campbell pushing it hard. Finds Cavicula wide open. And Cavicula finishes for his 6th point. And now Coach Donnelly is going to take the timeout. 4 straight points by the Bulldogs has gotten Coach Donnelly's attention as the original high school from Edmond takes the lead 22-21. Coach Donnelly will take a quick timeout here.
Because he never gave up, and he knows how to get the ball in the hole, drive good, and he taught me how to, like, don't be scared and just all that. And then he, like, told me to don't give up, just keep practicing harder and harder, and I'll just get my rhythm and do good.
That was Barron Hopgood, who is leading all scorers right now with 10 points. He's been injured the last few games. Super Bowl fact, fans will consume an estimated 1.3 billion chicken wings on Super Bowl Sunday, according to Forbes. Who counts this stuff? 1.33 billion chicken wings. It's a lot of wings. I think I'll have a few on Sunday if I can. I'll contribute to that gluttony. Deer Creek basketball coming out of the timeout. Nice move in there to get the ball to Hopgood, your hot hand. Takes a tough shot, goes out of bounds. King again with the rebound. Campbell really doing a great job of pushing the ball up the floor. And for the sophomore, that's what you want. Clarida with the shot fake goes to the rim, and he scores. Parker Clarida with his first 2 points of the game. 24-21. Edmond Memorial has retaken the lead on a little 6-0 run they've got going here. White. He goes in, gets his own rebound, can't handle it. Two minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first half, and Edmond Memorial has only had 1 foul called against him. Wow. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Deer Creek has 5. King wide open from the 3. He hits. Beckham King, the sniper from the right side. He's known for his 3-point shooting. He busts that one from the right side. And quickly, it's a 6-point lead as Edmond Memorial's on a 9-0 run.
The person who inspired me most is my brother Riley Eden, because he opened his own business and still goes to college.
Interesting call. less than a minute and a half to go. Edmond Memorial on a 9-0 run. Campbell goes strong to the basket. He can't finish. Slater with the rebound. He kicks it up to Nick. Nick goes strong baseline. He backs up, pulls the trigger, can't get it to fall. Rebound to Neal. Neal goes strong to the basket as well. And we're going to have a foul.
My dad has inspired me the most because no matter what, he's always been inside, helping me rebound during the day and during the night, all the time.
Jacob Shonett back in the game for Parker Clarida. Slater brings the ball up the floor. And it looks like offense is kind of ground to a halt again like it did in the first quarter. They score in flurries and then they go to sleep for a while. Memorial always makes adjustments. That's one good thing that they do on defense is they always adjust. So they've clearly adjusted to the run that the Antlers made in the early second quarter to give them the lead at 21-18 at one point. We're down to 15 seconds. Payne with the ball, 10 seconds. Slater over to White. Finds Slater inside. He goes up strong. He's hit hard. One official has a jump ball. The other one has a foul. Slater's going to the free throw line. We'll see what they call with 3.9 seconds to go. And they're going to call a jump ball. And Donnelly cannot believe. Coach Donnelly cannot believe it. I mean, there's only been 2 fouls called on Memorial the entire game at this point. And officials are going to come over and confer. Miles got hammered pretty hard before the hands over the top that caused the jump ball. I'm with Donnelly on this one. That was not a good judgment call by the officials. But they're working hard. So Deer Creek's going to have to burn their possession that they would have gotten in the first half. Skip it out to Hopgood, who's open, and it goes in and out. Shonett with the rebound. That'll end the first half. Memorial on a 9-0 run, down 21-18 with less than 2 minutes to go. They've gone on a 9-0 run to lead 27-21 here at the end of the first half. Zach Trethaway has 3 for your Antlers. Hopgood with 10, White with 8. And that's it for the scoring as far as the Antlers are concerned. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the Edmond Memorial statistics. This is Deer Creek basketball brought to you by Antler Vision.
The person who inspires me the most is my mom because anything she always does, she goes 100% at it.
Tradition. A good team is built on tradition.
It's the heart of the team from year to year.
It connects us to our history.
And throughout history, our team has been our family.
A family that pushes each other to be our best.
We are a team that doesn't back down. We strive for excellence.
We play together.
We work hard.
That's our tradition.
back here at halftime at the boys basketball game. Edmond Memorial leading your Deer Creek Antlers 27-21. I'm joined here with the girls coach of the Lady Antlers, Coach Alex Moorhead, whose team pulled off a huge win tonight here at home against the 5th-ranked Edmond Memorial Lady Bulldogs. And, Coach, this is what you need, isn't that right? Going into regional pairings and all that, this is the kind of win that you were looking for, am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely boosts our confidence going into the playoffs and the pairing. So Edmond Memorial's a good team. It was a good win, definitely.
Edmond Memorial was, like I said, was ranked 5th. They had a lot of momentum, and I believe they did really well in the Bruce Gray tournament. If they didn't, did they win it?
They lost to Mustang in the championship, but they were definitely the favorites. So.
They were the number 1 seed. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking of. But so great win. I mean, you'd think it was going to be done by all the typical, firepower that you've had all year, Adriana, Skylar, some of those, but it wasn't. Talk to me a little bit about who were really important role players in tonight's victory.
Absolutely. Like you said when we talked earlier, we have a lot of younger talent. They haven't necessarily seen the time and consistently in games, but Brenda Burke was one. She's a sophomore. She played today. She had a huge rebound and one late in the game to give us the lead, but we also had 3 freshmen out on the floor. Like you said, Skylar's Van's averaging a double-double, but Jenna Marshall, who's a freshman, came in and hit a big 3 and got an and one.
Yeah,
so
she did.
We've just got girls that are they're buying into the system, and basically when their number's called, they're ready to go.
They are, and they don't look intimidated at all.
Not
like you
at
said
all.
earlier, we talked earlier this week, you said they're not intimidated. They feel like they belong on the varsity floor, and they look like it when they're competing. And you get them for 3 more years after this one.
Yeah.
That's got to make you feel good.
Yeah, it definitely does. Like I said, we just have so much talent. And obviously we're going to go through bumps in the road, but it's a tough conference. But these girls, they needed that win. They believe. And so, despite our record, 12-7, we still feel we can win the state championship.
Well, you want that momentum going into regionals, that's for sure. Nobody wants to be going into playoffs, having lost 2 out of 3 or something like that. It doesn't mean anything, but what you want to be on that roll. Now, let's talk about your seniors just for a second, because I thought 2 of them really stepped up and played well. Bryn Mauser, first of all, I've never seen her drive to the basket like that and get fouled. She made, a lot of her points came from the free throw line. I think she had 7 points from the free throw line and then 6 more from the field.
Yeah, they're kind of coming into a groove. We've been talking to Bryn the whole season, kind of telling her, hey, you're athletic, be athletic. She's finally starting to believe it. She's getting in there and getting offensive rebounds. She had an attempt at a tip back in, which, she has some athleticism. Kendall Blackburn's another senior.
Yeah.
There are leaders out there, so they keep everybody motivated and positive. I'm glad to have them.
There was one point in the first quarter, or maybe early in the second quarter, when things were kind of unraveling and Memorial was kind of getting a little momentum, and we had talked about this. You're looking for consistency and patience and pace of play to get the shot that you want, not necessarily that first shot. Well, you'd done that like 2 or 3 times in a row. You rushed a shot, you were looking maybe too quickly, and Kendall yelled as loud as I've heard her yell all year, calm down. It just seemed like it kind of had that peaceful effect on her teammates.
Definitely. Sometimes the presentation might not be what you wanted, but she definitely gets her point across. As you said, it's a possessions game, and so a lot of times if we mess up 2 or 3 possessions in a row like you saw, it's 15-7. But they calmed down. We got a timeout and they stayed focused. So it could have went one way, which could have been a loss, but they stayed in it. So
you were down 7 in the second half twice that I can remember, and yet your team still found a way to grind it out, possession by possession, and get the win at the end, and then hold off, Memorial several times on we won't talk about the officiating.
I understand.
But come on.
We
talk about your team's finishing strong.
They definitely had some poise, as we talked. Bryn didn't start last year, so her coming in there and being poised, and Kendall the same thing. They kept us structured. They kept us like, hey, calm down, we got it. Even late, we missed a ton of free throws that could have put the game away, but they still believed that we could win. So it was big.
Huge win. Coach Moorhead, who's up next?
We get Norman on Tuesday.
Norman.
Going down to Norman.
Going down to Norman.
Yeah.
That'll be a tough one in the COAC. I think we have one more home game here, I believe, next Friday. Who we have next Friday?
We have Norman, and I want to say it's UConn.
That's right. It is UConn. It is UConn. Well, great win today, Coach Moorhead. We appreciate you stopping by here at halftime here at the boys' game. We wish you the best of luck, and, man, great job.
Absolutely.
Keep up the
Thanks
good work.
for having me again.
Right.
I appreciate it.
My parents have the most impact on my life, and they are most influential in my basketball career on and off the court.
Most inspirational person in my life, well, people really, probably have to be my parents, because from day one they've always go 100% no matter what it is.
And we're back here ready to start the second half with the Antlers trailing Edmond Memorial 27-21. First half statistics first for Edmond Memorial. Cameron Graves, the junior point guard, has 4 points. Beckham King, the senior shooter, hit his only shot of the game, the three-pointer. Parker Claret, a junior guard, hit 2. C.J. Campbell, sophomore point guard, hit 2. Jake Shonett, although he's had his hand on plenty of made baskets with assists, he has just 1 point. Drew Tennille has 9 points to lead Memorial in scoring. And then Daniel Cavicula had a huge second quarter, 6 points for the senior. And that's the difference in the game right now, with Edmond Memorial leading by 6, 27-21. Deer Creek comes out in a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Yep, 2-3 zone. Shonett gets the basketball at the elbow, kicks it over to Graves. Graves finds Shonett. Shonett loses it, and Todd with the steal. Zach brings the ball down the middle of the floor, kicks it over to Nick White. Now Memorial also in a 2-3, it looks like. Slater hits the 3. Nice shot, Miles. We needed that one, buddy. Big shot over from the left wing. He knocks it down. Memorial runs great sets against zone. I do know that. They are a set-driven team, and they can get shots, the right shots. They just struggled a lot this year in getting those shots to go down. In fact, it's been a real struggle for them to score throughout the year. They've had to win games with their superior defense a lot of times. They are 10-8 though. Your Antlers are 8-10, so there's not a lot of difference between these two. Memorial has won the first 2 games, the first one in double overtime at McGinnis, and the second one right here in the friendly confines of the PAC in the second round of the Bruce Gray. Check that, it was the first round of the Bruce Gray tournament. Good skip pass. Slater again from 3. He's going to come up a little short. Shonett with a rebound. He pushes the ball off the floor and has the ball taken from him. Slater goes up. He's going to be fouled by number 1, Cameron Graves. Shonett tried to go 1 step too far, pushing the ball up the floor. And we have a foul on Edmond Memorial. And all the hometown folk are happy, but it sure did look like he was going up for the shot. White with the ball at the point. Goes back to Trethewey. Trethewey to Miles. He's over on the left wing. He gets the ball, tries to force the ball inside to Todd, and Tennille's there to take it from him. Graves goes up and gets a little bit of a body check, and he's fouled. And Cameron Graves will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cameron Graves, a junior point guard, set to take a second. He makes the second. 28-24, 4-point lead by the Bulldogs. Both teams with their starting lineups out there in the first quarter. Skip pass over the top. Good closeout by the Campbell kid. Just a sophomore. Nice pass from Ferguson into Todd, and Todd gets his first 2 points of the game. Nice pass in there by the senior, Kendall Ferguson. I apologize to the Ferguson family. I'm calling him Kellen for some reason. Shawnett hits his first basket of the game. Give him 3 points. He's got 1 free throw in that basket. Nice drive by Nick. Nick loses the basket. Goes out of bounds. Coach Coward's wanting an offensive charge. Campbell trots down the left side. Graves down the middle. Shawnett wide open at the free throw line, but he doesn't take the shot. King will take the nice baseline shot. He was wide open. Here comes Trethewey. Stopped by Tennille. Trethewey pulls up. Ball goes in and out. Todd with a rebound. He can't get it to go in. Kendall Ferguson gets it back to Todd, and he misses again. Tough luck for the sophomore. He's missed 2 of them at point blank. Got knocked down on that one. Hopgood quickly into the game. Shawnett comes out as well as Campbell. Cavicula and Clarida will come in the game. Jalen's going to hobble off the floor. Tennille on the steal. Clarida finds Tennille. He spins, goes left side and scores. Drew Tennille picks up his 11th point. Up 6. White wide open. Court has his shot blocked by Tennille. Graves kicks it to Tennille. Tennille goes strong. And White blocks it. Clarida gets the basketball, and White blocks it out of bounds. 32-26, 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Graves from the right wing, dribbles in, kicks it out to Tennille, catches the ball in rhythm, shoots, misses, but there's a little Cameron Graves getting the rebound, finds King. Coach Coward calls out another set. And we're going to have a foul called.
My parents inspire me the most because they help me to be a better person every day, and they show me the right thing to do all the time.
Zach Trethewey called for the foul there. That's his second, team second. 3 to go, a little over 3 minutes to go. 32-26 Memorial. Tennille gets the basketball over on the right wing. Cavicula will take the jump shot. It's blocked by Nick White. Beckham King with the rebound. Cavicula on the short corner, kicks it over the backside to Clarida, who's wide open. Parker Clarida. Nice zone offense there by the Bulldogs. Finding the open shooter on the back side of the zone. 35-26, 9-point lead now. Kendall with the basketball, kicks it over to Hopgood. Hopgood's been quiet since his quick 10 points in the second quarter. He's going to pick up the charge. So 2 minutes to go, 9-point lead. And Coach Donnelly has a question for the official.
Correction on the foul. The foul is actually called on number 3, Karen Hopgood, his second.
I think the frustration level is rising over on the Deer Creek bench. Inconsistent calls and the struggle to score again. I guess I spoke too soon early when I was mentioned that we were shooting the ball very well. We haven't shot the ball since that point. Minute and a half, 35-26. This is the kind of game that Coach Coward wants. Rough, ugly, but there you go. You get a wide open three right over there from Beckham King, and that's what they're looking for. King hits another three. And just like that, it's up to a 12-point lead for Edmond Memorial. This is Deer Creek basketball, brought to you by Entler Vision.
The person that has inspired me the most is my dad, just because he's a good role model, and he really sets an example for me in how to live.
Super Bowl fact, Lamar Hunt, who was the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, came up with the name Super Bowl when he was inspired by his son's toy called Super Ball. There you go. And remember, we talked about this earlier, the Super Bowl wasn't called the Super Bowl until Super Bowl number 3. The first 2 Super Bowls were called the AFL-NFL Championship game. I know, that's just stunning. Here's another Super Bowl fact for you. Peyton Manning is the only quarterback to start and win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. I know you think he's a spokesperson for it nationwide, but he's actually was a pretty good quarterback as well. Quarterback the Indianapolis Colts to a Super Bowl and the Denver Broncos. So there's your couple Super Bowl facts for you there. Let's see if our Antlers can get on a roll here. Down 12 with a minute to go in the third quarter. Memorial in their point zone defense right here. Senior steps up, hits a huge three. Great shot by number 2, Kendall Ferguson. And this is what I think we should be doing all the time with the athleticism. Memorial has really only one true ball handler out on the floor right now, and that's number 1. Comes a trap. Zach Trethway is going to pick up the foul in the backcourt. That's his third, 4th team foul. Again, Memorial only has 1 foul total, 3 for the game. King ready to put the ball in play. Finds Tennille. finds Graves in the open court. Graves is going to go, and he's on his travel. Again, I think this is good strategy by Coach Donnelly, is to put the pressure on the ball handlers of the Bulldogs. Down 9 with less than a minute to go. Stephen Payne almost fell down. He managed to keep the dribble and his feet. Great pass. Payne finishes off. That's Stephen Payne's first 2 points. Great pass from the senior Nick White. It's back down to a 7-point game. Check that. Oh. Drew Tennille will pick up that foul. I was just getting ready to say, you know, they have been doing that to us all day, and Nick sets up right there, and Tennille runs him over. And Nick's feeling that one. 10 seconds to go. White with the basketball. Ferguson shoots, and he hits. Kendall Ferguson hits the 3 at the buzzer. Huge 3 for the Antlers. To cut the lead back down to 4 points. Went from 11 to 4 just like that. Great job. Great job, guys. Hopefully we're going to have a same kind of ending that we had in the girls' game. The girls trailed throughout much of that game too and ended up winning at the end. So we're going to take a quick break here in between the third and the fourth quarters. This is Deer Creek Basketball, brought to you by Antler Vision. Ready to start the fourth quarter. Super Bowl fact, Bill Belichick, who coaches the New England Patriots, has coached in 9 Super Bowls. That's the most in NFL history. He's going to coach in another one on Sunday. So down 4, thanks to Kendall Ferguson's red-hot shooting here in the last of the third quarter. We looked a little bit buried there. Payne goes up strong, can't get it to fall. Cavicula with a rebound, kicks it over to Tennille. Hopgood picks him up. It's like Deer Creek has gone to their man defense. Good call by Donnelly again. Coach Donnelly's doing a great job over there making adjustments, as is Coach Coward. Good curl by Tennille there, didn't find him. Fans getting into this. Tennille goes up, can't score. Had 2 guys on him. He tried to nick over from the right side. He hits! Nick White hits his 3rd 3 of the game. And it's a 1-point game just like that. It was 38-27 at one point. And since then, check that, 37-28. It was 37-28 at one point. And since then, the Antlers have gotten red hot. Campbell takes his shot. It goes in and out. 10-0 run by the Antlers. White again. Can't get it to fall. Tennille with a rebound. Good double team. White takes it. And they're going to call a jump ball.
And the person that has inspired me the most is my grandpa, because he supports his family and loves everything he does.
person that has inspired me the most is my parents because they helped me through everything. And so
The Graves and Shonett back in the game. Campbell brings the ball up the floor, kicks it over to Graves. Memorial up 1 point, 38-37. 5:55 to go. We're going to have a timeout by Edmond Memorial. All sparked by senior Kendall Ferguson's 2 big three-pointers, one at the very end of the quarter to end the third quarter, and then Nick White's big three has keyed a 9-0 run. 9-0 run, not a 10-0, a 9-0 run by the Antlers. Super Bowl fact. The Super Bowl opening kickoff has been returned for a touchdown only once. Devin Hester in Super Bowl, what would that be? XL1. 41? I'm thinking that's 41. Anybody know the Roman numerals around here? Anyone? Bueller? I think that's 41. Bueller? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, Devin Hester. Watch that one too. Slater all over Graves. Playing great defense. Slater gets the basketball, and he calls timeout. Picks his pocket. He cramps up on the floor. Great job by the junior guard to one, tip the ball and then get his hands on the basketball. And before Graves could get it back and tie it up, he called timeout. Super play.
Good. The most inspirational person in my life is my grandpa because he's been diagnosed with cancer and he still comes down and supports me, and he's just persevering and fighting and still supporting me.
So imagine this was more like what the game was over at McGinnis when these two teams dueled into double overtime. Tight game, 38-37, Edmond Memorial up. Deer Creek basketball. 5:42 to go in the game. So we've got Hobgood, Payne, Ferguson, White, and Slater on the floor. Slater open on the side. Rebound Beckham King. Here comes Graves. Extraordinarily fast player. He's going to go to the rim and he's going to score on a continuation play. Graves scores. Interesting. So Graves is going to shoot one, and he misses. So the lead remains at 3 for Edmond Memorial. 5:20 to go. Hobgood's going to be fouled on the drive before he ran into Tennille. Shonett with the foul. Third team foul for the Bulldogs. Hobgood will shoot 2. He has 10 points. All of them coming in the first half. Barron misses the first. That's Shonett's first foul. I'm sure everybody on Memorial just has 1 foul because they haven't had very many. Barron hits the second to cut the lead back to 2. Tretheway is going to come in for Kendall Ferguson and give the senior a quick breather before he goes back in to finish this thing up. Campbell bringing the ball up with Graves. Finds Shonett over on the right wing. Shonett has no one to throw it to. Shonett goes strong to the basket, loses control, and it goes out of bounds. Nobody was open for the junior. He took it to the rim, and just before he gathered to go up strong, he lost control of it. It goes out of bounds. Tough break, but it's Deer Creek basketball. Looking to tie it or take the lead for the first time since early on. And we were up 21-18. King's going to get called for that foul. It wasn't quite set up and squared up. Fourth team foul. That'll be King's first. Little misfire. Hopgood with a rebound. White wide open. Misses. Trethewey gets the rebound. Brings it out. Finds Hopgood, who is definitely wide open. He's made both of those in the first half. Tennille is double teamed down low. Oh. And that's an offensive foul. Great double team by Nick White and Miles Slater. And Tennille didn't know where to go. Couldn't pivot out of it. And so he used his arm. Coach Coward thought he may have gotten fouled. Ball inbounded to Slater. Slater finds Trethewey. Back over to Nick White. Good pass into Stephen Payne. Stephen can't finish. He goes up strong, and he's fouled. Shaunett's second foul, team foul 6. So just suddenly, we have a flurry of fouls against the Bulldogs. Payne misses the first, so we won't be tying it up on this possession right now. We can't cut it to 1 with the made free throw. 4 minutes to go. Payne gets that one to fall in. He's got 3 points tonight. Slater's going to have a quick breather as Kendall, the senior, comes back in. Graves loses the ball out of bounds. Graves is looking for someone to throw it to, tried to dribble out of it and lost the ball out of bounds. Again, it's Deer Creek basketball with another golden opportunity to either take the lead or tie it. We turn it over. Somewhere in that Memorial travel, so it'll be back to Deer Creek's basketball again. Just down 1, 3:55 to go. We've had 3 or 4 opportunities to take the lead or tie it in the last several possessions. Ferguson looked like he might be thinking about shooting. Hopgood goes up strong, can't get it to go. This time Hopgood does foul. It's a good aggressive foul. That's his third, though. 16 foul. Both teams have 16 fouls, so the next foul will be in the bonus, either team. Shawnett gets the ball in the diagonal cut. Takes a tough shot, can't get it to go. Tennille almost acrobatically gets that ball in. White goes up strong, and we have another block on King as Nick went strong to the basket. It's King's second foul, and Nick White will shoot 2. Just like that, we got a tie game. The last time we led was at 21-18. Before Memorial went on a 9-0 run of their own. White hits both. Nick's got 13 points. Miles is going to come in for Zach. I think the difference right now has been the press. The press has been very, very effective against the Bulldogs. They've turned it over several times. And I say that, and look what King does. He goes straight to the rack and scores. And it's 42-41, Edmond Memorial with 3 minutes to go. But clearly the difference in the 9-point deficit the Antlers had earlier and the 1-point deficit we have right now has been the press. White left open, can't get it to go. Ball goes out of bounds off of Payne. Campbell with the basketball being pressed. He's on the ground. And we have a quick timeout by Coach Coward when he saw a sophomore getting into trouble. We're going to have a quick timeout here as well. 2:42 to go. Memorial up 42-41. It's Deer Creek basketball brought to you by Antler Vision. Super Bowl fact as we come back here in the fourth quarter of a great game. 2017, a 30-second commercial spot during the Super Bowl cost $5 million. $5 million. It's a lot of cheddar right there. Another Super Bowl fact, Phil Simms was the first Super Bowl MVP to say he was going to Disney World, and that was way back. Wow, that is 31 years ago, 1987. I'm going to Disneyland, or Disney World. Shonnet couldn't get open quite quick enough. And we have another turnover on the Bulldogs. Deer Creek basketball. Deer Creek again with the chance to take the lead. Trailing by 1. Memorial doing a good job back in their 3-2 zone, and another turnover. Graves gets the ball, and he's going to be fouled by Kendall Ferguson. So Cameron Graves will go to the free throw line. He will shoot a 1-and-1. Cavicula comes in the game for defensive purposes. The big senior comes in with 2.5 to go. Interesting that Memorial doesn't put anybody on the line on a 1-and-1. Graves gets the first. Trethewey comes in now for Kendall, as Coach Donnelly is rotating his guards. Graves hits both of them, and it's back to a 3-point game, 44-41. Hopgood back to White. Over to Payne, looking for a gap. Memorial looks to be running the 2-3 zone. Skip pass over to Hopgood. He finds Nick. Almost went to the gap. Hopgood wide open. He shot fakes. He goes up strong, pulls up. It's going to be short. King with the rebound. I'm not sure the official knew which way to point. Mercy. How does an official from way out there come in and overrule a guy that's right in front of it? Unbelievable. But as they say in the basketball world, ball don't lie. We have an offensive foul against Memorial. It'll be Deer Creek basketball again. This is crazy. Coach Coward changing the defense again. Miles gets the basketball, brings it up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Deer Creek down by 3. Probe in the zone. Deer Creek showing great patience here. Payne finds his way in, kicks it back out. And Drew Tennille will take the charge. Stephen Payne tried to go to the basket. Kendall Ferguson comes back in the game. Payne will have a seat. Shonett back in the game for Cavicula. Minute and a half to go, down 3. We've had numerous opportunities to get the game either tied or another loose ball. Scrum on the floor. And we're going to have Edmond Memorial timeout. They're going to be down to 1 left. Up 3, 44-41. So it'll be a full timeout. They're out of 32nd. Again, with a lot of time on the clock, Edmond's down to 1 timeout left. I think we're out of Super Bowl facts. So Memorial will be putting the ball in play on the sideline. Deer Creek has been bothering them with their full court pressure. I think since the pressure started, it was 37-28. Deer Creek has managed to go on a 13-7 run to get this game back into within grasping distance. They're close, they just haven't gotten over the hump. They did get a 1-point lead, but quickly gave it back in the following possession. Here we go, minute and a half to go, 89 seconds. Whoever wins this game will have some good momentum going into the regional pairings, which should occur next week, if I'm not mistaken. I think Graves goes up, he misses. Rebound by Slater, great rebound. Thought that one was going in. Here comes Trethewey, back to the 3-2 for Memorial. Like I said, whoever wins this game, Memorial's been kind of in a struggle the last couple of games, whereas Deer Creek has won their last 2. Whoever wins this one will have some momentum before those final rankings go out for regional pairings, which is so important in high school basketball. Even with several games to go, Trethewey from deep, you can't get it to go. Comes Graves, he kicks it to Tennille. Tennille goes to the basket, and we're gonna have a block on Miles Slater. Miles will pick up his third, 37 seconds. Tennille's gonna shoot 2. Huge, huge make for the junior. Cavicula is going to come in for Shonett for defensive purposes, it looks like. Tennille has 13 points for the game. Kendall hits. Huge 3. That's his third 3 of the game, and he cuts it back to 2 points. Wow. First of all, they left him wide open. Second of all, way to go, senior. Way to step up. Cuts it back to a 2-point game. 37 seconds in the game, I believe is what the clock said before we cut away. So if you're Coach Donnelly, you're going to need to either a turnover or you're going to have to foul somebody. And looking at the score sheet, everybody has made their free throws pretty much for the Bulldogs tonight. Tennille has been the most consistent. He is 5 of 6. Shawnett is 1 for 2. Graves is 3 for 6. That might be the guy you want to foul, but he just made his last 2. 30.6 seconds to go. You don't want to foul him. But Tennille didn't look like he's going to give it up, so he's going to go to the free throw line and try to do the same thing he did a moment ago, and that's hit both his free throws. If he makes 1 out of 2, we have a shot at tying it. If he makes none of them, we have a shot at tying it or winning it. If he makes both of them, we got trouble. Looked pretty good right there. Tennille's been daggers right there. 23 seconds. White puts one up. Hop good there, can't get it to tip in. Cavicula, that's the guy you want to foul. 13 seconds to go. Cavicula will get 2 shots. Cavicula has traditionally struggled at the free throw line, so this is a good foul. Foul on Slater, that's his 4th one. 2 is as good as the 3 when we get the basketball back, unless he makes them both. Cavicula looked really good on that one. That doesn't look good for us. Daniel Cavicula made a liar out of me. Thought that was a good foul. He has traditionally struggled from the free throw line, but he made 2 like he owned it. 6-point game. Deer Creek's got to come down, hit a 3, and then get a timeout, and that's not going to happen. Campbell with the basketball. And Edmond Memorial's going to get out of here again and sweep 3 games from the Deer Creek Antlers. Memorial finds a way, wins at 50-44. The Antlers will fall to 8-11, and the Bulldogs will go to 11-8. Final stats numbers: Zach Trethaway had 3, Kendall Ferguson had 9, Baron Hopgood with 11, Miles Slater with 3, Nick White with 13, Stephen Payne with 3, and Jalen Todd with 2. That rounds out the scoring for the Antlers, who drop a heartbreaker tonight. And that'll wrap it up for our doubleheader tonight. Girls won, boys drop a tough one, losing 50-44. This has been Deer Creek Basketball, brought to you by Antler Vision. We'll see you next Friday night when the Antlers will take on UConn.